Hello there, welcome to my channel, AH for Truth. I just wanted to make this video here to encourage you, especially because of where the market is. If you are a crypto investor and you have been following this channel or subscribed to the channel. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, you've been watching my videos and you've enjoyed them, you found some encouragement, I want you to please subscribe, comment, like. This helps the algorithm and helps to boost the channel. Okay, straight into it. So the market is down and a lot of people are really concerned and worried. I look at some of the comments. There's people who are actually even sneering and mocking and whatever. The reality is, if you've been an investor in any area at all, markets go up and down. Some are stable for a while, but there's always up and down in markets. That's the reality. And so I wanted to, come out here and just encourage people and say, you know what? If you are holding on to a crypto asset, if you're particularly XRP, I've been talking more about XRP than any other one, because I believe that it is going to be the king of cryptos. It's going to be the king of digital assets in the next little while. I mean, Bitcoin is down. I saw earlier today it was about 88 cents. 88,000. Did I say 88 cents? Oh, well, maybe there's a flash crash coming, but 88,000. And then it's taking the entire market with it. But, it's not, when there's fear, that's the time to buy. And there are people who are mopping up at this point and saying, oh, thank heaven, because they came in a little later into the space. And so they are finding this as an opportunity. And there are people who are thinking, okay, this is the time for me to sell and just get rid of this stuff. I'm tired of it. If you are emotional and you are concerned about it and you thought, oh, in the next 1 year after you bought it in 2024, it was going to explode, please calm down. If you don't have a stomach for it, maybe you should leave. Okay, not financial advice, but I do not want you to. And I'll tell you why. You see, I was just reading a story today. I don't know if you've heard the story of Coca-Cola. There was a man named Asa Griggs Candler Sr. He didn't invent Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola was actually invented by somebody. I'll tell you his name. His name was John Stith Pemberton. Okay? He was a military officer a soldier who got a sabre wound to his chest. And he had a lot of pain and all of that. And he was looking for a solution to the pain. And so he invented this mixture that included cocaine. Somewhere along the line, it wasn't really doing well. He depended on a pharmacist who owned a shop to help him. He was also, a pharmacist, or what you call an alchemist in those days. And it didn't go anywhere. So he became, of course, he became ill because, of course, he had injury from the war and all of that. And at some point, he decided to sell his, what he believed, John Stith Pemberton believed that his Coca-Cola formula would be popular as a popular drink, as an elixir for so many different illnesses. In fact, he would advertise it as a cure for headaches, a cure for depression, all kinds of things, right? That there was no backing to it. There was no peer review to say what he was saying was true. But Asa Griggs Candler was also a pharmacist, but a businessman as well. So he approached John Stith Pemberton when he found out that he had this incredible drink and it tasted good and all of that, and that he wanted to sell the rights just because he was ill and he felt that he was going to die. So he wanted actually to sell a portion, watch this, and give his son the remainder portion, and that whoever buys it would have his son as a shareholder in whatever happens. Because the man had a vision, but it just wasn't happening in his time. Well, his own son decided to take whatever he wanted, the money. Guess how much the formula was, how much was paid for the formula, or what do you call it, the recipe. He paid $238.98. All right, this was in 1888. He purchased the Coca-Cola recipe for $238.98 from chemist John Stith Pemberton. Okay, I've been saying pharmacists and interchangeably, but they call them chemist or whatever in those days. Okay, so Candler founded the Coca-Cola company. So the product was Coca-Cola, but then he now incorporated being a businessman, and in 1892 developed it as a major company. You know, when I think of this story, a lot of times I hear people like, "Oh, you know that billionaire there. Look at he stole this person's idea." You bet you if you didn't see the papers, you have no idea what really happened. There are people right now thinking, "I'm going to sell off this stuff. I can't stomach it. It's going up and down." I would recommend that you leave what you have, put it in a cold storage, and just go somewhere and do something else. Go find something else to do and forget it. In fact, the advice has always been, the suggestion has always been, right? Not financial advice. It says, invest what you can afford to lose. Now, there are people who are so worried, and the reason why they're concerned is it's not just because the market is going down. It's just who they are. They can't stomach this kind of thing up and down. They're not investors, but you know what? You invested for a reason. You had a vision. Something happened. You know what I would recommend is do your own research. Like I have videos in my playlist here on my playlist where like lives, like an hour and a half live, where I would share some research. And this year is a benchmark. The ISO 222 coins, they will separate from Bitcoin. This is what I genuinely believe. And we've been talking about this. I also looked at the other day. I remember when some people were prophesying and saying Trump was coming back. I was one of them, right? In my own little corner. And eventually he came back. I think that in the same way that we were saying this was going to happen, it was going to happen, and we were ridiculed. We were treated as like, oh, Garvey, look at what they say. It happened. I'm of the 100% believe that the XRP will rise and the ISO coins will set themselves apart, because the ISO 222 is for a purpose. These are coins with utility. And there are other coins, things happening behind the scenes, and even publications and news that we've heard. Yes, it's going down, but it's not going to be down and out. By the way, Bitcoin used to be $100. Bitcoin used to be $1. There's this guy, what's his name, who bought Bitcoin at $1. You think he's worried? Well, if you are worried, it's probably because you've just come into the space. If you are concerned, maybe it's because there's something else you are looking forward to. I want to encourage you. You know what? There's always a solution to the problem you are in right now, or the difficulty you are facing. Don't give up hope. I appeal to you. Don't give up. Don't give up. Hold on as best as you can. Look for alternatives. Somebody might even have to go and drive an Uber. Okay, I'm going to do Uber, for the next couple of weeks to add money, income, because, I don't know where extra money is going to come from. And I'm depending on this. I'm talking to people who are not rich at this moment, right? And they're not making a whole lot of money, but they've been putting $50 away for the last little while, $100 away for the last little while, hoping and believing that something is just going to break. I'm also talking to people who all just hear prophets and they don't research. You know what? God doesn't expect us to just listen to prophecies without researching. You should believe the prophets. That's how you prosper. That's how you are established, right? But you believe in the Lord your God and you shall be established. Believe his prophets and you will prosper. But you need to do your own research. Do your own research so that you'll be confident in the asset that you hold. I am not shaken. I was talking to my wife this morning. I said, man, look at XRP where it is. And somebody was asking me in the comments, would you buy the dip? I stopped buying XRP in 2023. I didn't buy in 2024, but I can buy because it's a great opportunity. You know what I mean? Well, all the best to you guys out there. Be strong. Just, keep pushing through. Look for something else to do. Write a book. I just finished writing the book and I'm launching it. I'm just working on a few, endpoints. And I actually sent another book that I had written in 2016 and asked the guy to, make it into an EPUB. Like, I'm excited for XRP, but at the same time, while I'm not, too glad that it's not going the way we want it to go, but I'm also glad that it'll eventually go the way it has to go, because it's not about what I want, it's about the reality of what's going to happen, and it is coming without a shadow of a doubt. When you see the clouds gathering, Elijah said, go and look 7 times. Some of us are on number 3 looking and we're discouraged. Elijah told his servant, go and look 7 times. And the 7th time he came back, he said, I see a cloud the size of a man's heart. I want you to look out and see, where is that cloud? And be encouraged, because tomorrow is still going to be greater than what is presented today. And there's a future. And I think you're part of that future. I'll see you at the top. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.